So I wanted to throw a bone to a series today because the anime came out and it apparently was like a tragedy. Worst of the season it came out in, actually. So we're going to talk about Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammers manga. Also, I need to quickly say, I read this on the Crunchyroll app. This app is shit. You'll notice it has no widescreen support. That, like, actual, the way that it's set up, that's how they would have done it on an old iPhone. They haven't updated this since, like, the really old iPhones.
What's wrong with it? That looks perfectly
Let me get
normal.
out of this.
Yeah.
That is not normal on iPhone these days.
Well, it looks perfectly regular to me.
Fucking Samsung users.
So I ripped this off of a... I just read it off a pirating app. I didn't bother.
Likely story.
It was 8 chapters for volume 1.
Yeah, just a short little one this time.
Okay.
So,
what the fuck did you make me read?
It's Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
What the fuck? This was so out of left field, unexpected, in a different ball house.
Just a lizard telling a piece of shit he needs to save the world.
Jesus fucking Christ. I was like, he was like, I'll just go for whatever side, like, comes out on top. And then Iguana's just like, what the fuck?
Iguana, like, it goes for all the tropes, like, the chosen one. The guy comes out like, no, I don't really care.
Yeah, he's like, I'll play for whoever wins.
And then finally, they find the princess that he's supposed to protect.
And she's like, I will destroy the world myself.
Poor lizard.
Poor guy. Also, fuck the dog.
We didn't see too much of the dog.
No, he only came in the last chapter, but fuck the dog. Also, the part where, like, he just ends up kneeling to her.
Like, he wasn't kneeling to her until she said she wanted to destroy the world herself.
Yeah, he's just like, my spirit has been convinced, I swear to you.
Like, previously, he finds out the world's gonna end, and he's like, it was about time anyways.
Let's watch it burn. Let's watch this city burn the world.
Like, I feel like this character is what we always say our characters will be like when we're playing D&D. Like,
oh man,
when
deadass,
you're purposely trying to not play a lawful good character.
Yeah, and you're just like, pure chaotic evil, but then you somehow end up playing, like, stupid himbo.
When the DM prepares to play a lawful good game and then both players come playing chaotic evil or chaotic neutral.
Genuinely. That's what this felt like. It was wild. Also, the amount of panty shots was staggering.
There was a fair amount of them.
I also like the part where his teacher just, like, absolutely stalks him in the library and, like, comes after him just like... Also just, like, slaps the fuck out of him when he sees... She's like, did you see that? And he's like... She's like,
wham!
Just slap the fuck out of you. God damn. What the fuck did I just read? It was fine for, like, 3 pages, and then it just took, like, a hard 180 in the opposite direction from where I thought this was going. Like, what the fuck? It was so confusing.
And the end of the world is just a giant hammer in the sky.
Yeah. Why is it called a biscuit hammer?
I'm pretty sure it's actually something that you use to make biscuits in Japan culturally, but I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think you're right. But still, why is there a giant hammer in the sky? Why? What is the purpose? What is the reason? I'm so confused. But it's so funny.
You weren't expecting that out of something I picked.
No, this felt like something that, like, Vorn or I would pick and, like, put in the anime hat or just, like, force you to read unknowingly, and then you'd be the one going, what the fuck?
See, this is something that I got from a friend of mine in Japanese class when I was taking Japanese in college.
Jesus.
He showed that to me, and I was like, wow, this is weird. I'm going to keep reading it.
I admire your friend's sense of humor. This is fucked up.
I have a picture somewhere
way.
of that friend cross-dressing as Saber Alter.
Oh, it's a guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, cross-dressing as Saber Alter. Wouldn't that be Arthur Pendragon? And then I realized, okay, I got it. My brain. Jesus fucking Christ. This was maybe the weirdest thing I've read this year so far. And that's saying something because I read a lot every year. That was weird.
But did you enjoy it?
It was very enjoyable. It was disturbingly enjoyable. I just love this this little girl who's like, I will destroy the world.
See, I gotta throw you curveballs every once in a while for what you expect out of me.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't need the curveballs. You know?
The weird ass shit should come from you and not me.
No, you're the one who submits like the good stuff. I submit the weird shit. I'm the one who puts in like the strange, the unusual, the out of the box. But no, not this time.
Is that why we switched places?
Yes. Also, I just prefer being on this side. But I was not expecting this. Basically, they're fighting these like golem things. Also, I love that she's just like kicking and punching the shit out of them. That's hilarious.
Like, no finesse here. Just
no.
Bam! Hit it as hard as you can.
Yep, absolute brutality. Love that. Also, why do they look like weird fish things?
I don't know.
That also upsets me.
I haven't read far enough into this to know why any of these things are the way they are.
They're like walking fish monsters. You know? That's the you know what they kind of look like in my brain? Like in my brain they remind me of what I think of when I think of the shadow over Innsmouth. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Fish people.
They kind of have that same out of nowhere, like, what the fuck are these things that the enemies in Magical Girl Ore had when they first appeared.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's what this reminded me of. Magical Girl Ore. It's like the same level of like, here's a magical girl show. Hard pivot to something entirely different.
Except this kind of did it with shonen and
yeah.
Like this was trying to a hard
to
pivot from what you would think a setup for like a manga shonen would be.
Yeah. This fucked me up. Like I was so surprised. It was so unexpected, but it was really good. So this had an anime, you said, and it was kind of shit.
Anime is a strong thing to call it. It wasn't quite animated enough to be an anime.
Oh boy.
It was one of those problems.
Well, that's unfortunate because this could have made an amazing anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was saying that when I first read it. Like the first time I read it, I was like, oh, this would be a great anime. I can't wait to see it animated. And then like years later, I'm sitting there looking at like Garnt or Joey's like upcoming anime of the season. And I see it come like, oh, it's getting animated. Oh, that's the trailer.
Oh, dear. I feel bad.
And the next thing I know, I see it on Mother's Basement's worst of the season list.
Aww.
And I'm like, oh man, now I feel bad for the Biscuit Hammer fans that actually kept up with this series.
That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
You're lucky I don't have that set up yet. Because it probably would be in this room.
Oh, God. All the more reason to record here so that I can trigger that.
But that'll get us copyrighted.
But it'll be funny. Jesus. No, but this was super out of left field, unexpected. Highly recommended, though. Like, 10 out of 10. This was great. Like, this was really great. This is one of the better one-off things we've had to read. I know I've given you a few things that haven't been so kind of poppy, you know, things that I'm not going to continue or that I was only ever going to give you one of. But, like, this is great. I would read more. I'm
glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how you'd feel about this one. Because it was so, like, it's so out of our usual range on this. Because we don't, ironically, for you being the shonen person, we haven't really done a lot of shonen off the shelves yet.
No, we haven't. Mostly because a lot of the shonens are so long. And I would struggle to do them in this format, I think. Especially if we were going, like, we've established that we go by arc in some books, you know, where the books are all out. But, like...
Well... So we typically the way we tend to do this, unless like you really know the series, we'll do the first book and then we'll go by arcs, depending on if.
But the problem is, if we were to like, you know, let's say Naruto, right, and then go by arc. I mean, some of the arcs are like 8 or 9 books long. You know, that's a lot for you to read, especially in like a week or two. You know,
and for a series where we're releasing these things not every week, it's kind of hard to go volume by volume or chapter by chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, so this was a nice dip into shonen. I'm just left with what the fuck. This is the magical girl ore of shonens. I have no words.
Good.
I was shocked.
One could say bamboozled.
Hoodwinked.
All right. Well, I think we've exhausted our ability to talk here. So we'll see you next time, guys.